going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking a look at something very special. After the historic WrestleMania 40 win for Cody Rhodes, we have WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition Series 21, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, the brand new WWE Champion. This figure, I believe, is on back order. If you did pre-order on pre-order 1, Ringside is starting to ship them from there. But if you do want to pre-order this figure, it should be in stock. I think early May is what they're saying. Maybe it'll get in a little earlier. Go over to Ringside Collectibles right now. Use promo code 4LIFE to save 10% off your order and secure this figure, because I feel like this is going to be a very hot seller. If you look at a lot of the Cody figures, they come in stock. They don't last. Look at the Defining Moments figure. I feel like that went quick. They kept restocking it. They kept selling out. And now it's going for a lot of money on the secondary market. After the whole hype of WrestleMania, the whole Cody finishing the story, and a lot of people, let's be honest, were a little disappointed with the prior Mattel Creations Ultimate Edition. I feel like we all think this is a real upgrade over the last release. So it'll be interesting to see. But me personally, I was super excited for this. I was hoping to have this in hand sooner. I feel like they kind of, Ringside kind of put some photos up of this set with Sammy, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. And they didn't ship quite as soon as I thought I would have them. I know some people were getting them in hand, so I was just like clamoring. I was like, cannot wait. And then he actually beat Roman at WrestleMania, and my hype for this figure even went more through the roof if it could possibly go through it. But looking at this figure in the packaging, it does look great. So we are getting the brand new hard goods or plastic coat versus the soft goods one that we did get with the Mattel Creations Ultimate. He does come with a brand new weight belt mode, if you guys can see that. We'll definitely talk about that as we go on with this figure review. A little lighter on the accessories. I feel like a lot of the deco for the jacket and his gear probably add up to the cost. We only got 2 interchangeable heads, and I believe a set of interchangeable hands. I don't know if he has the fisted hands or if they're hidden here. We'll see when we get them out of the packaging, but the figure does look great. You can see the standard white packaging on the front for your Ultimate Edition box. The Ultimate Edition logo here on the front. Flipping over to the side, you will have the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. On the top, it'll just say Rhodes with the Ultimate Edition logo. Got the sweet image of Cody Rhodes here on the side. Of course, this attire based off of his WrestleMania 39 loss to Roman Reigns last year. Look at this figure, man. It just looks like it's actually Cody, man. That's great figure photography right there. You will have the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. He got his stats as well as the read up here. Let's come back. We're going to crack this figure out of the box, take a look at the Easter eggs on the top, and go full on in depth. So I love sharing these with the Ultimate Edition packaging. They always have a homage to the character. So for Cody, on the top of the box it says, "So what do you want to talk about?" And on the bottom, it says, "I have to finish the story," which of course he finally did. So here is our Cody Rhodes out of the packaging. Let's look at all the accessories he does come with. So you will get a set of the interchangeable open hands for him to do his whoa pose. You will see that one of the actual hands does have finger tape on there, which actually goes with the mic open holding hand. Those are the only hands you get. I'm surprised we did not get any fisted hands, but we do have quite a few different Cody Rhodes figures from Mattel. Obviously, he's going to be missing the finger tape, but if you want some fisted hands, you can swap them on there. They were not included. We are also getting this Screaming interchangeable head. We have seen this with the prior Ultimate. You will see the difference with the kind of more plain face head here. So they omitted the smiling head, which we did get with the last Ultimate Edition Cody. Again, I guess it's just a cost-cutting thing. They couldn't quite fit it in there with the budget, but these heads do look great. I will point out the skin tone looks to be a little darker. We will get to that figure comparisons later in the video, but just wanted to point that out. We are also getting this brand new weight belt mold for Cody Rhodes, and I'll be honest, I appreciate the fact that it looks more like a weight belt than it did prior. I'm going to bring in the original release kind of weight belt. You can see how much smaller this one is versus the prior ones. Remember, they didn't have the actual buckle at the end. It was just kind of these ports here. If I can zoom in and give you a close-up look, because this was a big selling point for me, was getting finally a new weight belt mold, especially for being a big Hollywood Hogan fan. I figured that eventually we can kind of get a better weight belt mold, but I don't like how this piece is sticking out from this part of the front part. I wish it was kind of on the inside and you can clasp it in like that, if you guys can see that. Instead, it clasps in from the front here, and I don't really know if I like that too much, to be totally honest with you guys. It's better. I will say it is better than this, right? This doesn't even look like a real weight belt to me, but if you want to compare how Jazzers did to get more of a sense of it, look at how that buckle looks. That's like very sculpted and really noticeable that is a buckle around a weight belt. I don't see it here. It just looks like a square piece with a tab sticking out. And you can see with the Jazzwares belt, obviously, I think they're a little too thin compared to the Mattel. Kind of got the thickness right. But I don't really, I even like the front, how they kind of like, it looks like a triangle more towards the end versus this. But here's the difference. With the Jazzwares, they put the actual tab on the inside here. The tab on this weight belt is on the back part, and when you close it, this tab is not noticeable. It looks like an actual weight belt. If I can pour it in real quick for you guys here. Look how much better that looks. With this one, when you poured it in, and we'll get it on the figure at some point. But like I said, this was just a big deal to me when they said, we're finally getting a new weight belt mold, and I was anticipating the look of it. Very similar, if you guys do have any of the Macho Man weight belts, that's the design they went with. This is a little stiff to get in, but you can kind of squeeze it in there. It doesn't quite fit as easily as I'd wanted to. I want to play with it. I will 100% get it in there, but just to point that out. Additionally, you do get this beautiful plastic coat. It has nice detailing to it. Again, the original Cody release jacket was soft goods. This has, this is just the way to go, I feel like, with Cody. And I understand why they didn't do it with the original release. Jazzwares had just come out with the Supreme figure, so they couldn't just copy it and just release it. That figure had just been released, and Mattel had just put their made-to-order figure. So look at the detail on this jacket. It looks great. We will obviously get it on the figure, but I want to take a quick look at it off of the figure here. All the nice kind of gold and the buckles and the straps here. It looks like there's a belt. I wonder if they could reuse this for like other Ultimates. If they do a greatest hits release, Cody, I feel like he's worn this jacket a few times. Be nice to see him have it. I think, did he wear a similar jacket to where he had the torn pec? Maybe maybe not that exact match, but I feel like maybe the night after Mania, he wore that attire with this similar jacket. That'd be nice to get it. The painting on here is black. I know some people were saying that it should be navy blue, and you were right, but I guess, again, cost is why they went with black. And it's not too noticeable. It's not just a regular black. It does kind of look a little navy in some lights, but look at all the gold here. Look at all the white and red. Just so much detailing on it. You got the American Nightmare logo. Nice sculpting on the back here. If you guys want to look at the arms that come with this figure to swap for the jacket, they look pretty good too. I am so bummed that they went with pinned arms. I don't know why at this point in the game we're still doing the pin stuff. Even like on the legs of a lot of most recent figures, they still have the pin joints. I know it doesn't bother some people. I just feel like I just thought it was a thing of the past. But nice sculpting on here. See all the detail and the nice colors. This jacket's going to pop really well when you get to the actual figure. But let's move on to the figure itself. All these great accessories. This head sculpt is one we've seen many times before on a lot of the Cody Rhodes release figures. But the new feature that they did go ahead and change the torso from the last Ultimate Edition. We do now have that Ultimate Seth Rollins torso, more defined, more ab definition on it, and it looks way better. He does have the Dream tattoo on there, as well as the chest hair. This looks great. The tattoo itself on his neck still has that, kind of feature where it goes on his face. I know some people are not a big fan of it. I will say this head is a little bobbly, I've noticed, just kind of playing with it. But he does have the double-jointed pinless arms. The legs do have the pins here, and we'll get a quick close-up at his tights. I absolutely love this gear when he wore it. I was live at WrestleMania last year, so very excited to get this figure in hand. I wish he would have finished the story then, but that is a whole nother debate. You will see the nice detailing on the front as well as on the side of his tights. He does have knee pads for the first time. I don't think Mattel's ever given us a Cody with knee pads, and I don't really like it. I would have preferred that he had the same pants mold with this detail and painted on. I don't believe there is not any design underneath. I know some people say maybe they put it on underneath. That just wouldn't make sense. It's a waste of deco hits. It is just navy blue underneath, and you got all the deco on the knee pads. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I don't know why we would deviate from that formula at this point. It works so well. You can see the design on the back. Looks really good. I love the gold, the navy, and the red. It just pops so nice. And we do have the American Nightmare boot logo here on the side. He does have the gold accents on the back, if you guys can't see that. And it looks like this is a new boot mold. I don't believe any of his Elites or Ultimates have the kind of straps here on the side. I guess they figured, hey, Cody's going to be the next big thing. Let's spend a little tooling and make his boots a little more accurate. So I do appreciate Mattel went the extra mile here. This does look really nice and clean. Let's come back. Let's get all these accessories on Cody and take a look at the figure itself. Yeah, I just wanted to point one more thing out with this weight belt, as I'm struggling to get it on this Cody figure, to be totally honest with you guys. I'm looking at this actual design here, and there is no, sculpted belt buckle. I wonder, if you look on the back, there is actually some sculpting. I wonder if it was supposed to be printed on the other way and supposed to go on like this. Because that seems pretty odd that we have the detailing here underneath of the weight belt and nothing on this actual tab part. So I wonder if that was an error by the factory, because look at that right there, right? I'm going to come back. I'm going to try my best to get this on the figure because it is a pain in the ass. And here we have Cody Rhodes in his entrance gear. I will say the weight belt was a pain to do. I actually had to heat it and stretch it a little bit to get it to fit. It feels really snug. I don't like it, but the rest of the attire does look great. It did swap on that screaming head sculpt. If you guys want a quick close-up of that on. The entrance gear here does look really nice on the figure. Fits him pretty well. These actually ported in pretty easy for the most part. I feel like the weight belt does make it a little more bulkier to kind of fit, but it fits good. I do like the look to it. You can see all the nice detailing on this figure jacket. The arms itself, you can hit him in his entrance pose. Just a phenomenal job by Mattel with this jacket. Jumping right into comparisons, we're going to go right for it. Let's take a look at the AW Jazzers Supreme Cody Rhodes versus his brand new Ultimate Edition Cody. So these both have the molded hard goods jacket. You can see they are a different design. This is a little sleeker, a little more slimmer than the Jazzwares figure, but all the nice detailing with the jacket. Both look great. I do love the coats. I don't know which one. Actually, I take that back. I do know which one I like better. I like the WrestleMania 39 jacket, but this Supreme jacket does look pretty good too. As far as the Cody figures, height-wise, they're about the same. I will say the Mattel one, in my opinion, is the better figure, but both look pretty awesome. If you were curious to see what the Supreme jacket looked like on this brand new Ultimate Edition Cody, the jacket arms do not actually port in there. They are loose just like the last one, but just to give you an idea if you guys wanted to mess around. A few more Jazzwares Cody Rhodes comparisons. On the left, we have the Unrivaled, I think, Series 4 in the black. One of my favorites that Jazzwares did do. But look at the head sculpt. This I thought was great for when it came out, but I mean, the new Mattel ones, in my opinion, are just way superior. We also do have the Ringside Collectibles TNT Champion Cody. Sticking with Jazzwares, I figured it makes sense to plug her in here. We have Cody with his wife, Brandy Rhodes. Moving on to Mattel, so we have the Top Picks Cody Rhodes here on the left. That is a custom shirt that I did throw on. On the right, we have the other Top Picks in the red trunks or tights versus the brand new Ultimate Edition Series 21. A few more Mattel Cody Rhodes comparison for you guys. So on the left, we have the Elite 101 figure here with the blue tights. On the right, we do have the Defining Moments Torn Pec Ringside Collectibles exclusive Cody Rhodes. And lastly, saving the biggest comparison that I'm sure a lot of you guys want to see, we have the Mattel Creations Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes jacket versus the brand new Ultimate Edition Series 21 Cody Rhodes jacket. And you just see how much more tapered, how much more fitting this jacket is versus the soft goods one. Like I said, I didn't really mind this jacket too much. I will 100% agree that the hard goods one looks a lot better, but take a look at both these Codys here. You can take a look at the entrance jacket and see the difference. So he does have the epaulets that are molded on this soft goods here, but doesn't quite look as nice as this soft goods molded jacket. Sorry. You can see the arms here, different detailing. Take a look at the back of both of these coats. Both look pretty good in my opinion. I know like I said, some people will disagree. I will go ahead and 100% give the nod to the Ultimate Edition Series 21 coat. And removing that entrance coat off of both of the figures, you can see the difference in the size and the torso. I think without a doubt, just looking at them right now side by side, the new, more defined torso looks way better for Cody than this one. Maybe he wasn't as lean. You can make that argument when he first came back versus where he is today. He's a lot leaner. I did go ahead and swap this head from the Top Picks figure. I will say a lot of these heads are very loose. He's kind of got that bobblehead syndrome a little bit. Same with the original one. It kind of had a similar issue, but the skin tone, I believe, is slightly different. This seems to be a little darker. It's hard to tell on camera, but he is a different skin tone, so you can see that this is a little lighter than the new one. Obviously, height-wise, this torso is a little bigger. He's actually a lot taller than this brand new Ultimate Edition, so I think he's probably in a better scale, if you ask me. Tattoo detailing, you can see here. I think the printing on the original release anyways looks better than the one on mine here. I don't know if it's a little more off to the side. Maybe it's just mine. The chest hair is definitely a little more prevalent with the new one. You will see the attire difference. He does have the knee pads. I prefer this over the knee pads on the new figure. The boot mold itself, you can see these were just kind of sting boots. These actually do have the molded straps on the side that the original one did not have. The arms look to be the same. You can see the difference in the weight belts on the figures here. The difference in the attires, of course, very different attire. Are the boots taller, shorter, maybe a tad shorter. I know it's kind of hard to tell. It does have a thinner trim. Of course, that could just be the boot design. But if you guys want to see the difference in the pants over here on the side, both great figures, but I think without a doubt, the new Ultimate Series 21 is way better. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this figure. If you think it's better than the Supreme and the prior release Ultimate Edition Cody, and if you will be adding to your collection. While you're at it, don't forget to turn on those notification bells to stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. Personally, I love this figure. I love everything about it. I absolutely love the entrance coat. I think it is a 100% upgrade from the prior Ultimate, and I think it is better than the Supreme. Love the head sculpts. My gripes that I'm going to point out, I'm not a big fan of the knee pads. I feel like I would have preferred them to stay suit with the formula they were using with just the painted on detailing on his tights, because he does wear his knee pads underneath his tights. I love the boots. Other gripes, I don't like the weight belt. I feel like it was very difficult to put on. It almost felt like it was just too short. So my tip, heat it, stretch it, and then kind of like push it through, and don't ever take it off, because I don't plan on doing it. I do want to get more Cody, so it kind of pains me to think that I have to do this again and go through it. I wonder if there was a factory error, like I said. Maybe it should have been on the other side. I don't know. Who knows at this point? I feel like it wouldn't have mattered for the fitment anyway. I will say I wish he would have came with that other smiling interchangeable head. The skin tone, I believe, from the newest Top Picks figure does match it, so that is an option. Another gripe I have, I feel like the heads are a little bobbly, and I don't really like the pinned arms. Now, that's a lot of gripes, right? Only because I feel like I've had high expectations of this figure. So when I give my rating out of 10, I'm still going to say this figure is a solid 9. I love the gear. It really does pop. The entrance coat is just phenomenal. I love they upgraded the torso to the more defined look. I feel like he's in better scale, so I highly recommend it. This will be a hot seller. I promise you. This is going to be a tough one to find. Don't sleep on it. If you do want it, go over to Ringside Collectibles, pre-order, use code 4LIFE to save 10% off your order. Have it come to your doorstep. Don't go crazy trying to find this at retail. I feel like even the Elite Codys, I have seen very few in my area. The Top Picks don't last too long. Even the Defining Moments has been in and out of stock on Ringside. I feel like they're finally out. So do yourself a favor. Go ahead and pre-order it and have it come to your doorstep. This figure is phenomenal, very fun, and just so timely. Congratulations to Cody again. I'm so happy to see where his story goes now that he's the champion. And this figure, just like I said, came out at the perfect time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before you go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I will catch you all on the next one.